Okay.
All right, we're here at the High Times Medical Cannabis Cup in Seattle with High Times Rick Cusick. And of course, the other thing that's happening this weekend at the same time on the other side of the country, Boston Freedom Rally, which is awesome. And we had to keep Rick away from us so he didn't get arrested this time. But they did a first this
Scene
time.
of the crime.
That's right. We did a first this time. So tell folks about this this cool intercoastal countdown.
Well, you know, the idea was I usually have the privilege of doing the 420 countdown at the Boston Freedom Rally along with a number of other people, including Keith from Normal and Alan St. Pierre from Normal. And I couldn't make it this year because of the cups. So here we are, and the idea was, it was Dex's idea. Dex's, he is the guy who does the MC work over at the Boston Freedom Rally, and he was going to do the 420 countdown, and he interrupted it in the middle of it and said, you know, Rick is not here this year, and then I interrupted him and said, wait a minute, Dex, and I had a bunch of people from the Seattle Medical Cannabis Cup do the countdown at 420. Of course, it was 1:20 our time,
sure,
but at 4:20 at East Coast time, about a whole bunch of really well-medicated attendees at the Seattle Medical Cannabis Cup wound to find the enthusiasm to do the countdown, and I'm told, because we were doing it blind, this is so many ways this could have gone wrong, right? But then we were doing it blind, and now I'm going to...
By phone or by Skype?
It was by phone. I had a phone number to call. I called it at 1-18-418 in Boston, and we did it. It was breaking up a little bit, but we followed their lead, and some of it was actually blind, but after it was over, and I said, gee, I sure hope that worked, I got a phone text message from Dex who said, that was so awesome. So I've got to believe it. And I think that this year is the biggest year ever at the Boston Freedom Rally. I'm here, they got 60, 70,000 people there. It's a perfect day, and they're rocking out. So.
I know a couple, 2009 when I was out there, the only time I've been there was like 30,000. So.
I know. Well, it's gone up and down over the years. They had 100,000 way back in the day, in the early '90s and mid '90s and such, you know. And then, you know, like everything else in this movement, it goes up and down, and now it's going up.
I mean, it used to be, you know, when we're in this kind of profession and having to cover these, you know, hemp rallies and festivals, you can pretty much lay out your calendar and not have any double bookings.
Right, exactly.
Now, we're double booked at this
Absolutely, and but you know, there's certain ones you can't pass up. Right now, like for instance, there's a question on the ballot in Massachusetts this year, question 3, which is, you know, would you like marijuana legalization? And the numbers, the polling shows that that's a very, very good question for us to ask at this time during the year of a presidential election. So, and I understand Peter Lewis just gave $1 million to make that happen. So they're getting some funding. They already had $500,000, so here it comes, So here's what I'm saying. Right now, it's really important because there's a lot of sizzle and going on in Boston, and it's going to happen in the next 6 weeks. So I think that's why they had such a huge turnout. And here in Seattle, we had this really great event. No perfect, really chill, really mellow. And here it's the High Times Medical Cannabis Cup, and we're doing it in Seattle. Same day.
Had a great panel up there on I-502. Elise McDonough is doing her panel right now. We'll see Danny Danko later on tonight. And, of course, High Times Cup Awards tomorrow night.
Tomorrow. We'll give all the best medicine in Washington State.
Thanks, Rick Cusick.
Thank you for having me.